Your actions have changed the world.
Hello, and welcome back to Hitman 3 and the featured contracts. And today's contract, the Great Filigree Egg Heist, set in Dubai. So today's briefing. We've been planning this heist for 6 months, Akbar. It's too late to back out now. Go and tell that witless pilot to start the helicopter. Morbin will cause a distraction and I will swipe the eggs. With Easter celebrations in full swing, we'll be long gone before anyone notices. Nothing can stop the greatest egg heist in history. And today's contract has been supplied to us today, courtesy of Crudy. So today we have 4 targets available to us. 1 must be killed with a thrown ornate scimitar and 1 must be killed with an explosive device, but we can wear any disguise we wish for all 4 of the kills. So kind of an open map. So for today's challenge we will be starting undercover at the penthouse. We're going to be bringing with us a silenced pistol, a lethal syringe and an exploding golf ball. We also have the sedative bubblegum stored up in the penthouse ventilation room. So right from the start and off the bat, before we move anywhere, we are going to select our lethal syringe and make our way out of Mr. Ingram's office and downstairs to the lower floors of the penthouse area. And just opposite us at the end of the kitchen we will see our first target, and we're just going to position ourselves directly behind him. The guard outside is moving away, so all we have to do is wait for the chef in the distance to have his back to us, like now. And that's 1 target down. So we're going to make our way into the pantry area and we're just going to render the serving staff member in here unconscious and get rid of him. We don't strictly need to do that. We can move around him without, as long as we don't disturb him, but it's just easier to get rid of him. So once that's done, that's a little bit of prep work done, we're going to now make our way down to the helipad area, making sure we trigger this conversation between those 2 guards. We're just going to take out the pilot next of all, while we wait for that conversation we triggered to play out. And there's a reason for that, we'll get to it. So once we're into the ventilation area, we're going to descend down the shortcut ladder and we're going to shoot the fire barrel just over by the helicopter here. That's going to attract the attention of our next target, the pilot, and when he comes over to investigate we can shoot the barrel again a couple more times. That will set the oil alight and kill our target for an accident. So that's him taken care of. Now hopefully one of the 2 guards at the far end of the platform noticed him going up in flames and will come along and remove his body. Hopefully also at this point the conversation between the 2 guards back up in the penthouse area has also played out. So yep, confirmation the pilot has been discovered. And now so has the other guard. So we're just going to retrieve our sedative bubblegum and we're going to wait right here for the first target, the guard we killed, for his body to be brought to us. So we're going to use his outfit for the rest of this. So we're just going to wait for the guard who delivered our new change of clothes to leave, and wait for the maintenance guy to have his back to us before we don the guard's outfit, make our way back into the penthouse, grab the ornate scimitar, and we're now going to make our way back through the pantry, and we're going to be heading for the big TV room that's literally just off to our left there, where we was almost being spotted by our next target. But we're going to go via the pantry to obviously avoid the target, as he is an enforcer, But the one of the two guards whose conversation we triggered, once that conversation finished, he comes and also patrols this area, so we need him out of the way. Now I take a bit of a risk here. We really want him over on the right by the window, but I saw an opportunity to get him at this point as well. So we're just going to quickly render him unconscious. Didn't realize there was a guard walking around with guns. We're going to hide him in the freezer in the pantry, just so that no one discovers his body. And we're now going to make our way back to the big TV room and take on our next target. So he's going to be patrolling up and down. He's currently over by the windows, so we're just going to wait over by this unit here, where there is a glass that we can poison. I don't know if anyone actually drinks from it. Quite possibly they do. So as the guard makes his way back from right to left, we're going to move around the counter, and once he passes us, we can then throw our scimitar at the back of his head. It does have to be thrown. We're immediately going to grab his body and drag him to the crate provided in the room, because anyone finding a dead guard with a sword sticking out the back of his head may get suspicious. So that is 3 targets down with 1 more to go. We're now going to make our way down to the lower levels. It's just outside of the penthouse area. We're going to use the helipad shortcut to get there. Just be aware of the 2 guards in this area. One of them does patrol around a little bit, but we're able to get past. They're both together. We're going to pull out our silenced pistol as we re-enter the building, take out the camera halfway down the corridor, and we now need to utilize our bubble gum and another item that we're going to collect. Now I was planning on taking out this guard first, and then I realized that if things don't go quite to plan, his body may get spotted early. So what we're going to do is make our way into the security room, grab the banana off the counter, and we're going to place the banana on the floor. I want to place it a little more over to the left than where I actually do. I actually miss my intended victim. So you want to place it a little more to the left other than where it is. The target does come through closer to the left hand side. So what should happen is the gentleman outside the room whose phone call we've triggered by being in the room, or being at that end of the room, has made his way into the room. As you saw, he missed the banana. So we're just going to quickly wait for him to leave, come back in again, as I was hoping he might trip the banana on his way out. He didn't. We're going to render him unconscious and hide him in the closet, which does leave us 1 less option. The closet was a hiding place if we needed it, but we don't have that anymore. So once that guard has been dealt with, either knocked out with the banana or by us, we're going to then throw the bubblegum sedative into the corridor to just get rid of the other enforcer. This isn't strictly necessary, because he will take his time once we explode our golf ball on our target getting into this room. We do have potentially enough time to get the body hidden, but it is easier if you have the bubblegum to use it, and it will render the enforcer outside the room unconscious. It also has the added bonus that when we trigger this explosion, everybody else finds his body and gets distracted before coming in here, buying us even more time. So once the guard has sampled the bubblegum and passed out, we can then detonate the explosive golf ball on our sleeping target. As you can see, the unconscious guard has already been discovered, and all that's left for us to do is to make good our escape. So we're just going to make sure no one is an enforcer before heading for the elevator exit. So that seemed a lot more complicated than it really was. We just need to knock out the guard on the phone with the banana, preferably placing it better than I did, and then we can take out our target. As long as you get the target into the closet quickly, you may not need the bubblegum. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.